Hello again, welcome back to Asgard, and welcome back to Enderal. So, before we get started, of course we're picking up where we left off here at the Deep Digger's Gouge. But one thing that was pointed out in the comments that I totally forgot about because there was that Star Wars reference and it got me sidetracked. We never looked at the bow of the Mad Hermit. So let's see, this bow, it's 106 damage. It does 12 points of fire damage, hit targets start burning, and take damage over time. So, it's an upgrade to say the least. We are going to go ahead and take that then. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that, and we're going to set this to number 2. Okay. Oh man, it's really cool because it's like a drag skin or something type bow. It's really cool. But yeah, there was that Star Wars reference like right after we picked that up. I noticed it, and then I got sidetracked and totally forgot to check out the bow. It is a little bit of an upgrade, which it's been a while since we've gotten an upgrade actually. It's, you know, as far as weaponry and stuff goes. So it is a nice find. Volume 4. I don't know if we have that or not. We'll grab it. Oh, I see Vatirs. It looks like. That's fun. No, that's not Vatirs. That's trolls. No, you don't. No, I hit the fence on that one. Yeah, gotcha. Alright, I like this bow a lot. I do, in fact, like it a lot. Okay, I don't know if I want to head up there to the high ground or take this left path first. Oh, hey. Hello, friend. Seems the smell of the sewers is taking a liking to you. Chest. We have a chest. And then I guess after this place we'll have to head back whence we came, basically. I don't know if it would be quicker to recall and then run. We will have to come back up here at some point because we're going to have to turn in that last part of the well quest line. Oh, hey, up there. Man, this bow is too good. It's way too good. Because I feel like, if I recall correctly, those trolls used to be like a 3-shot, and now they're just a 2-shot. But I could be wrong on that, but I think so. Plus the fire enchantment's a bit stronger. Like, it's better all around, really it is. So, I kind of wish I would have came here a long time ago. Like, used our stealth powers just to sneak in and grab that. Now we have undead here. Waha. Modric Darkhand. And we leveled up. Level 75. Let's take health. Okay, what do we got? Circle of the Wandering Mage. Curse of the Righteous Keeper. Shadow Song. Absorbed 19 points of health from the target. Can only be casted on enemies. That looks really cool, though. That does look really cool. You know, it'd be really cool if Enderal had something like Legacy of the Dragonborn. Like that museum. And you could store like all like the set items and all the special pieces and stuff like that. It would just be a nice addition to Enderal. Of course, honestly, like, in most games, I like to hoard up items and stuff like that, so. Apothecary's Satchel. We shall take it. It looks like that's everything, but we got that really cool staff from here. Not something that Skyrim would use, but it is, you know, it is a nice piece. Alright. And I guess we'll head on back. And honestly, I'm not for sure, but I think probably the best course of action here would just be to recall, I think. And then we'll be pretty close to a safe chest. I'll probably run back up the hill just a little bit. Hit up that safe chest. I've got broken soul gems in there. I'm fairly certain that's what goes into that well. I think that was probably the easiest clue out of all of them, I feel like. So, okay, while we're here, I am going to drop off a bunch of this stuff. Pretty much anything that we're not using, I'll just store it into the secure chest. That way we can continue exploring. I have noticed that this is actually a common issue with Skyrim in general, but whenever you're like a chest or something like that, some kind of storage, gets a lot of items in it, it starts like kind of like hitching every time you put items into it. And Enderal, that is no different. Okay, so we need a broken soul gem. See, it's like a star shape with all the broken edges. I'm fairly certain that's what goes into that well. So we'll head on back. Okay, we've made it back to the well. At long last. And let's return broken soul stone. There we go.
You made me whole again, oh strange soul. And for this, you shall have my thanks. What is your wish?
My wish. Wealth, knowledge, or an artifact. We're gonna take knowledge once more. I do believe.
You shall have it. Now I can sleep, strange soul. Walk blessed. The silence awaits me.
And we got 1,000 XP. We got 1 point of something. Looks like a memory point. Oh well. There's not really much of anything that we need at this point, but I'm going to go ahead and pop these expert books. And then our master books on handicraft. Alright, so we're up to 60 sneak, 84 handicraft now. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. So what, like 6, technically 6 levels to max out handicraft? I don't know if we'll make it or not. I hope so. I hope we get handicraft maxed. Just because once we get handicraft maxed, then I'll go and just push whatever I can to the next level. Just for the sake of doing it, honestly. I don't know though. I don't know that we'll get that many levels. Since it's only like 3 crafting points per. I guess it all depends on how big this area ends up being. I know we've got all those memory points. We'll use those at some point as well for shield, I guess. I mean, really, there's not much we need at this point. That's why I can just let points build up for a while, because there's not much for us to worry about. Alright, so we're going to head on down the mountain then. That place was close enough to places that we've been. I kind of wish I would have came up here sooner and got that bow. Like, that bow is awesome. Also, yeah, our whale quest is done now. So really, we just have the myths and legends, Butcher of Ark, and there's still 7 bits of knowledge around Enderal that I have not managed to find. And I have a feeling we're just about to link up with the pathways that we've been down before. I mean, there's no points of interest down in this direction, so that may be pretty much it. Okay, and right here is, like, there's the frost crystal area. So we've come all the way down the mountain. So I believe I'm going to return then, and we'll head off in the other direction, because I think we've covered everything off in this direction. Actually, night is setting, so I'm going to go ahead and sleep. We'll go ahead and get the sun up. And I believe there's only one other direction to go. I'm going to look here, because the road's right there that heads off in this direction. I don't know. I think this is all just cliff face over here. Well, not exactly. We could actually go down here a little ways. Looks like there's a box or something down here. 127 penny coins. Yippee. Hey. 2-shot 4 tusks. It's crazy. It's just so much damage. It really is. Because from here, if we're heading to the north, we can either go left, looks like forward, or right. I guess I'm going to head to the left first, past this 4 tusk. We'll check out this direction first. Because it seems like this one's probably going to end pretty quickly. Oh, who is this guy? Okay. All these things need to die. Okay, I think that's all of them. So this guy, who is this guy? Because he looks like he's all armored out. The Colossus. Huh. He's not even... He's not a Myths and Legends guy, is he? He has Arrow of the Righteous, well that was mine, Circle of the Wandering Mage, Deathstorm, does 12 points of shock damage to health and half as much as to mana, 54 damage. That is a cool looking sword, by the way. And Shell of the Ash Warrior. Go ahead and equip this thing. Hey! Oh man. Ah! Oh, that's a cool sword. I'm half tempted to actually, like, well, I was going to say I'd put it on my favorites and maybe use it, but truth be told, I never use melee. I never do. I try to. Like, mentally, I try to tell myself, you know, oh, you should use some melee. But I just don't end up doing it. The Butcher of Arc, Volume 10, The Fall. That's the last Butcher of Arc volume that we needed. And the Helmet of the Righteous Landsquet, Charisma Potion. Okay, so in the next couple days I need to do a reading episode then. And we'll read all the Butcher of Arc volumes. Now, assuming that I can find the last Myths and Legends that I need, there's one other one I need. I can't recall. It's actually, I think, the Blind Miner or the Steel Guardian or something like that. I am missing one because I did check my secure chest for those. There's a red Ven root. I still wonder where all the rest of the magical symbols are. Because we're still missing a fair few of them. I mean, personally, I would have loved to have seen all the magical symbols be tied to locations instead of out in the wilderness. There used to be a mod for Morrowind that I used to always run, and all it did was it added like a few hundred of these like eggs, and each egg was like unique, and you could pick them up and just collect them basically. It was called like the Great Egg Hunt. And what I would do is, you know, whenever you're using modded, of course, you have a lot of mods that say add armor or something, and the stuff might be a little bit OP. You know, that's just how it goes with modded. I mean, nothing is really balanced a lot of times when you're just throwing in like a different, you know, a variety of mods into a pack or whatever. So what I would do is, with the Greatest Egg Hunt, I used to limit myself to mods. Like I had this housing mod called Raven Loft. Love this housing mod. It added like huge amounts of like storage and stuff. But I would make it so that in order for me to actually use that house mod, I would have to get at least 30 of the eggs, you know. And I would have like different little milestones of different like mod content and stuff like that that I could use once I reach certain thresholds on those eggs, okay? And all the eggs were tied to like locations and stuff. There weren't any that were just out in the wilderness. Yeah, I see you and you see me. That's fine, I got this. Take that. Take that. Take that. 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 I can get so many shots off on that if I'm not having to pull back the bow. I just use it as like a melee archer. But anyways, I would have liked to have seen the magical symbols, you know, maybe tied to locations and not wilderness so much. The wilderness... Book of Poetry. Finding every little location within the wilderness is never the most fun thing in the world. Because I'm one, I tend to, instead of exploring the terrain as much, I explore locations, you know. Hey, Ice Bear! I tell you what I got. I got that. Alright. I love those Starling dummies because I can just reuse them and they're so... They are so good. Oh, my spider's trying to tank you there, buddy. Seems like he was turning around to either run away or go for the spider, I think, but... And we leveled up. I'm gonna take health. No. Just triple headshots. Alright. Oh, I see, is that another Colossus? That totally did not... Why are these magic construction? Heh heh heh. Okay, so off in this direction where those wolves were, what's... Because I came around over there. This leads... Looks like the same direction, I think. But I'm curious. There's a whole lot of undead over here. Your friends cannot help you now. Alright. How many, I got 5 memory points. Paralyzed rank 2. Master book on two-handed. I'd have locked chest. 20 penny coins. That seems to be it from there. There's a lot of like guys wandering around in this area. Another one of those magic constructs, it looks like. The Colossus seems to be like one of a kind of thing. Dum 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 da da dum. Oh, that's not a Colossus. That's a skeleton on a post. In fact. What you doing up here, buddy? Okay. Alright, so what's up here then? Some kind of a tower, but it doesn't show up as a location on the map. What have we found? None of this is a location. Whoa. Oh, there is a location up there, though. Alright. Anything on this? Nope. Please have a dragon. I want to kill more dragons. So far, there's only that one dragon that we've come across. I don't know. I could have swore there was a loading screen that said they lived in the Frostcliff Mountains. If so, that would be this area here. Around. What do we got up here? That looks to be a Frost Atronach. I woke him up, but... Quit dodging me. Is that, that's, Korax guys. Last time I really went face to face with them outside of a ruin like this, they were actually pretty powerful. I don't think it's going to be that way anymore. Like lambs to the slaughter here. Anybody else coming? Somebody's like right... One's right up here and one's up in this direction. Old Enioth. Haha! Now you see me! My spider killed her. Either that or the fire did. Okay. They don't have anything really that I would want, so I'm not gonna worry about them, but... Okay, what is this place? It's this high up in the mountains. I mean, it seems like whenever I attacked those guys, I pulled like pretty much everything in the ruins. Trying to get his... Oh, who's this? No. No! Sometimes I feel as though my arrows don't fly straight. Okay. I see you down there, buddy. I think those are Korak's mage guys. Actually, now let me pop some food here. We have a location over here, Old Enioth. I guess we'll go into it. I know there's another door over, like over a bit. This place could end up being big, I don't know. And this leads into Old Enioth. Wouldn't it be cool if this place was actually like a dragon hatchery or something? There's just like, you're going down into it and it's like a standard dungeon, then you go into like this room and it's just dragon eggs and dragons everywhere. Like, Skyrim's ultimate battle. That's what I'm really hoping for, is I'm hoping to come across something that's really, you know, Skyrim's like super battle. Like something just crazy difficult. Kill the mage. They're just fighting each other. A lot going on in this place. Like, there's all kinds of enemies in here. Like, this is one of those dungeons where I don't feel like I want to stand up anytime soon. I just kind of want to sneak around here. What's this stuff? Scare Egg Gauntlets. We've got written paper. It says, report on Morndos 26 of the 3rd. Commander Sordan, the situation is critical. We managed to disarm the Starling, or whatever, machines in the upper levels. However, the deeper we descend into the ruin, the more numerous they become. As of today, we have lost half a dozen good soldiers. In addition, on each new level, the air becomes more sultry and oppressive. Since the ruin is surrounded by mountains, we do not have the appropriate attire and equipment to operate under these conditions. 2 days ago, Chronicler Eldrin was attacked by a swarm of mosquitoes, as they are usually found only in Ostian. He is suffering from a high fever since. Tomorrow I will explore the innermost of the Complay with a small raiding patrol. For now, we maintain our position and await further instructions. Without reinforcement and proper equipment, we will not be able to transport the machines. Expedition Leader Melrin. We got a Master Lock chest. I wonder, like, the Glacial Pass. Is that by chance, is that like the main entrance of this place? Because there was like a main entrance door. I'm going to check out of curiosity. There was like a main entrance door and then there was that tower door. At least those two. So this could just be like the front doors where that one guy was standing off in a distance. I don't know. No, this is not it. This is something entirely different. Nope. You're dead. Okay. I'm gonna head back into here then, I guess. And we'll head off in that other direction. Because I have a feeling the front entrance door should be around here, and that's going to cut off at least one direction as far as options go. Okay, we got a bunch of rats here. You gotta find me, Starling Guardian. You must find me. Okay, I bet this is probably the front door. Uh-huh. Almost didn't spot you there. Nice claw. This place is pretty cool. Old Enioth. Is this maybe towards the front door? Heh. And you were never seen from or heard from again. Like, do you realize just how many people Skyrim has actually killed? Like, he has killed a lot of people. Now, there's more written paper here. Commander Sordan, as agreed, I send you here with the first status report of the expedition of Alt Enioth. The journey and the exposure were relatively easy, especially in view of the fact that we were attacked by peculiar machines when we opened the ruins. They have great similarity to typical Starling craft, but our chronicler said that they are unlike any technology that we know. Moreover, the entire ruin is filled with strange constructions which must have been built by the same people as the machines. All this confirms your suspicions. This place must have been a research location of the Dalgal. No matter which kind of technology they have researching on, it has similarities with the beacon and must be responsible for the peculiarly sultry air in the tunnels. Currently, we are still engaged in the development and security of the ruin, but tomorrow we should be able to begin the destruction of the research. As you already said, we cannot allow that Aranthiel gets hold of what the Dalgar have been researching on. Respectfully, Expedition Leader Melrin. I see you over there. Why? What is with my arrows wanting to fly sideways sometimes? Like, that was most definitely not the direction that I was pointing. For glory! Okay. I love this area though, because it's just like hordes of guys, which equal hordes of experience. Ring of the Tracker. Sneak is 7% better. And a helmet of the Righteous Lasquinet. It's always just helmets that we find. Level 77! We're getting a lot of XP out of this place. In fact. Because we've got... Oh man, we got 6 memory points. We'll use them. We'll use them by the end of the episode. I'm just curious how many we can amass before we do it. Actually, is that where... I bet that's the front door. How much you want to bet? Glacial Pass. I don't know. I don't know for sure. Now this is where I just was, pretty much. Oh, there's another door right there. I bet that's a shortcut from somewhere. Maybe off in that other direction. An adept massive chest. Because we took like a weird direction into this place. We took like a side passage first or something. I don't know. Dex, glow dust. That was a pretty bad chest, actually. Oh, somebody's fighting, it sounds like. Starling Centurion, you're dead. Grand Soltium. Eh. I guess he wasn't fighting, he was just making a bunch of racket. Where are we? Where in the world are we? Like, this place is like one big maze. Oh, I know where we're at now. Haha. This is where we came from. So I guess we're going to head into the Glacial Pass, I suppose. Okay, I guess I'm taking the path to the right first here. Meow! You're dead. Massive chest that I can see. What we got here? I'm actually kind of curious to see how this place plays out. There's actually a couple chests over here. We got a Master Lock Dinky chest with 151 penny coins. And then we have an Apprentice Locked massive chest. So much easier of a lock. Like, so much easier. Adept Book, Emerald, some Spell Tomes. Okay. So what do we got then in this direction, I guess? Get it, get it, get it. Get it. Die already. Oh my god, I cannot. There we go. I'm guard. How about you? There's a lot of guys through here. Like, it's such dense enemies. I love it. What do we have? No. Man, that stuff is like blinding. Okay. So we're gonna head over here first. Loot this big guy. Oh, I see an ice claw over there, but let's see. Ice claw. Where's this door lead? I'm still looking for the door that connects to like the front of the place. Old Enderal Glacial Pass. Who is this guy? Who is this guy? Expedition Leader Melvin. Yeah, that's all I got. Can't even find me. Okay, we got Boots of the Righteous Berserker, Circle of the Wandering Mage, Claws of the Ash Warrior, the Kalayan Falcata, absorbs 6 points of health, looks to be a dagger. Shield of the Destroyer, Scarag Cuirass, Staff of the Arbaya, 54 damage on a dagger. Is that, that's so much better than what we've got here. Is this a dagger? Oh, yeah. We'll see. Yeah, it feels like a dagger. Well, this one's a little bit faster, so like a short sword, but even still. Not a bad find. He was like one big set. Merlin's chest. What is this? 107, Cop's Soul Gem. No clue what these things are even for. Okay, we're going to take it. And where does this lead? Old Enioth. I bet this is like the part where you fall off. Like where you can jump down. Yes, how did I know? Am I over encumbered? No. I'm just moving. Oh, I hit caps lock. Okay, so, but I'm not done exploring this area. We've almost made it through this big maze. But I still don't know where those big doors outside connect to. I have no actual clue. I kind of hope this dungeon's not planning on ending on me anytime soon. I'm having too much fun. So much XP to be had. Where does this go? This leads back to here. Huh. Okay, so we've just come full circle then. Oh wait, what's this? This may be where the front door connects to. Creeping much. Okay. And that leads into the Frostcliff Mountains. Okay, I totally missed that area before. Yeah, because right now we're way up on top of the mountain. I guess I'm going to head off on the north face, and we can actually, like, speed down the mountain back to where we were. Because that's everything up here, it looks like. There's some kind of a castle over there or something. I have no clue at this point. Hey, buddy. There we go. How much XP do those guys give? 400. I would like a field full of those guys, please. Thank you. Please and thank you. Okay, so where exactly... Move it... I guess this path looks like it's going to go down on the map. Oh, magical symbol! Ha! Okay, that is number 60 out of 100. Nope. And then we'll head back off in the other direction, because I want to see... I hate the way these things move. Like, all, like, sideways, and... There we go. It's kind of clearing up this, like, spider area here, and... That's the main thing I wanted to check out, because that path on the map, it seems to go down the mountain. That's not where I want to go right now. I want to head towards that. I don't know what that is over there. But that is awesome. Like, it's like a huge, like, city in the mountains or something. I don't know. Like, it's big. It's bigger than those ruins were. And it looks like the Colossus are up there, too. Off in that direction, anyways. Or magic construction, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, there's a few of them up here. Maybe it'll be my whole field of them that I want. Oh yeah, now we're starting to find some locations too. Looks like. Who's? Oh, that's just a tree stump. So far as content-wise, I mean, this isn't my favorite looking area, you know, in the game. But as far as content, I like this place a lot. Because it's a lot less, like, it's a lot of, like, just really good stuff. Like, instead of just being a lot of, like, junk items kind of thing, we're finding, like, relics and things that we would actually use. You know, if say I use swords or something, I would probably use that Deathbreaker, and, you know, we got that, like, short sword and just all kinds of stuff. The bow, and just a lot nicer, like, loot-wise. Ooh, we found an entry path here into this place. Now you, I can only assume that you're probably bad, so I'm going to shoot you to death. Wild mage. Never saw it coming. I don't see any magical symbols or anything. Alright. Fortress Rockwatch. There's a lot of guys in this place, actually. Heh. Ha ha ha. I like that little side entrance because it gave us like the height advantage and they're screwed. Like, Skyrim gets the height advantage, he wins the game. How'd that miss? There you go. Just free XP. I love it. I love this place. Fortress Rockwatch is my new home, in fact. Like, another cool thing would be if, like, all of a sudden, like, you're going through Enderal and you come across like, this place or something. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be late gaming or anything like that, but if it was just suddenly like, oh, you can actually, like, build this place and turn it into your own and stuff, like, restore it, that would just be a neat Fortress Rockwatch. That would just be a nice little touch as well, I think, to Enderal. Something like that would be great. What we got back here? Eternal Arrows, Dagger of the Righteous Dread. What's this? Okay, I want all of that stuff. What is Righteous Dread Dagger? Enemies up to level 16 flee in combat for 30 seconds. Okay, it's actually weaker than my dagger, but... Now, how did that even happen? How is this happening? You're making me angry. Alright, fine. I'll intercept him on this side then. I like those guys. I really, really do. I think they could use a little bit more health, but I do like those guys. I bet they hit like a truck. But I'm not really in the mood to find out. Hey. Aww. Man, if we had walked through that front door, like, there's a lot of guys up along this, like, front section here. I mean, I don't think they would have stopped us, but just saying there's a lot of them up here. A lot of mages. And mages are, like, my least favorite thing to fight. Like, I like to pop them, you know, while sneaking. Question is, can you even walk through the... Oh yeah, you can just walk right through. Huh. Glad we didn't. Because it would have been a battle to get the height advantage, I imagine. Through here. Okay, well I think we've killed everything throughout like the courtyards and stuff. There's a tower here. I don't know if there's anything in it, but... Steps. This place looks... legit. Like, this is huge. I'm just gonna start picking off guys as I spot them. More or less. I see you back there. I'll take health. Thanks. Another level. Another level for us. Which is good, because I know it's getting fairly close to wrapping up point. So many guys in this place. I love it. I absolutely love this dungeon and this like whole place. Just XP for days. So good. So how many? We have 7 memory points right now. Let me go ahead and pop these like sneak books and stuff, because I don't think we're sneaky enough at the moment. Okay, we made it up to 75 on sneaking. 2 more levels, it looks like, and we'll max out handicraft. Oh, a -1 handicraft point, that's fine. Not really sure what I'm in combat with, but that's okay. And this, like, entryway is huge. Aha! You die. Okay. This place is big. This place is very, 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 very big. We got a blueprint for a mage backpack. Takes handicraft of 80. What in the world? Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're going to have to go back to town here pretty quick. I'd like to get a couple more levels maybe before we go back to town. Just to go ahead and max out handicraft. Maybe. Ambrosia. We've got a magic imbued ring. But I would definitely like to make that mage backpack, I think. Okay, and I guess we'll explore this wing first, and then we'll explore the right wing, then we'll explore the center, I guess. It's the best way to go about this. Maybe it is. I have no clue. This place is just huge. Master book on mentalism. I love all the master books. Because those, I mean, those will sell for a decent amount at the end of it all. Master locked jewelry box. Ring of precision. Bows do 8% more damage. Alchemy ingredients and Eterna ears. I bet this connects into the center path, probably. And now there's undead. Lots of undead. Oh my god. This place is here to, like, test your strength, I think. Ah. Ah. Ancestral spirit, you need to die. My question is, where'd that ancestral spirit get off to? And what's up here? And what is this place entirely? Man, this place is big. I like this place. Aha! Okay. Back downstairs we go. Will we make another level? Because we're getting a lot of kills here. There we go. 91 penny coins. The massive chest is only adept. It's always like the little chests that have like the higher locks. It's probably for like people that didn't take like lock picking. Just because they don't miss out on like master chests in like every place. Blade master. We're getting a lot of loot that's like light stuff, which I like. Like jewels, jewelry, stuff of that nature. Okay, and this actually heads back into this room. And then from here, of course, we can get that. Might as well check out this side then. Poison of Woe. And then there's these lattice doors that lead... I don't even know where. I have no clue. There's just pathways everywhere. Pathways stacked on pathways. Blah, blah, blah. Cannot talk. Circlet of the Elementarist. Boots of the Righteous Morning Air. I'll probably... I know it's about wrapping up point, so what I'm probably going to do between episodes is go back and sell. I can set my mark here to recall, I guess, and because I don't think we'll need to go back to the camp at all or anything. Haha, we're carrying too much. What do you know? Yeah, and there's a pathway there too. Then there was the pathway with the ancestral spirit and teleport to Arc Scroll. Master book on rhetoric. Okay, does this direction lead to... Oh, magical symbol. That seems to be everything on that direction. Okay, so it's mainly I think this one probably links into that right-hand side. Up ahead, maybe. Or this might go into that Colosseum place. I don't know. Okay, I'll tell you what. Because otherwise I'm going to get sidetracked. Yeah, I know it's a wrapping up point right now. So, between episodes, I'll go back and I'll sail so we can pick up stuff again. And I am going to put up like those relics and stuff, like that Death Storm. I'm just going to store those. I don't want to sell those right now. Next episode, when we come back, we're going to finish exploring this place, and then we're going to continue, I guess, heading down the mountain. I mean, right now we're right here, and we've got to basically just get back on this road and head down to here and explore this section here, I think. And I'll probably have a look around Ark between episodes as well, because there's a couple places that I want to check out that I'm curious about. If I find something interesting, you know, I'll wait for you guys. But and like I said, there'll probably be an episode in the next couple days. Just we'll read through the Butcher of Ark stuff together, because I am quite curious to see how all that stuff unfolds. So, and now that we've got all 10 books, we might as well. And I'm going to try to find the other Myths and Legends book that we need, and we'll try to tackle those other 2 Myths and Legends fairly soon once we have an inkling of where they're at. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, as always, be sure and hit that like button. And go ahead and subscribe if you're not already to stay up to date with when new videos come out. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope to see you guys next time. Until then, as always, do take care, stay safe, and I'll see you then.